Hey, how y'all doing? This is Nate. For those who know me and those who don't, I ask that the Lord blesses my tongue as I tell you guys this. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This one actually has regarding some people I know in it or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started because it could be something related to somebody else too as well. So I'm not really sure. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So this is May 4th, 2019, Saturday. It says, I don't remember everything that I saw or in which order it came in, but I do my best to place it and write it as I remember it. It says, I don't know where I am. It almost feels like I'm in a shelter, but I'm not sure why I'm here. And there are other people around me as well, many people. I see we are inside of a building, and there are people on cots, people sitting on floors that could be made of cement or maybe some type of hard flooring, but it looks like cement. I don't know, the walls seem to be either cement or brick as well. I see people sitting and leaning against the wall. Other people are walking around. My daughter is here with me and I'm holding the baby. I'm taking care of this baby. I'm not sure who this baby belongs to, but I do know that a guy walked up to me and took the baby from I do know that a guy walked up to me and I took the baby from the guy. He handed me the baby. I stand in front of a cot holding this beautiful baby as my daughter sits on the wall, on the floor, leaned against the wall, maybe about no more than 15 feet from me, 5 to 15 feet away from me. I lay the baby on the cot and her diaper is full. She's soaked and wet. So I start to change her and I tell her and I tell her that this is the reason that I tell somebody that this is the reason she's crying because she's soaking wet and that I need a diaper to change her. So I think I'm talking to the guy when I told him, I said, the reason why the baby was crying is because she's soaking wet and I needed a diaper to change her. So I hand the baby to my daughter and I tell her, I need you to watch. I tell her, I said, I need you to watch her until I come back. So my daughter says, why do I have to watch her? I don't want to watch this baby. So I say, watch her until I come back. I need you to watch her and keep her safe till I get back. Oh, okay. So I walk away. While I'm walking through the people in this building, a man comes to me with two other people with him, and they tell me I need you to be careful because all of the people are not good. I say okay, and then I walk towards this line that looks like a pantry, but there are people standing in line. So I get in line behind the people as well as who I get in line behind the people as well as who are the people who are waiting to get something from this pantry also. I see that I see the three men walk up to me and they try to warn me again. But this line and these people. At that time, someone cuts in front of me and cuts in front of me and I start to get angry and irritated. I want to say something, but I'm not sure if I do or don't. I think I did, but I'm not positive about it or sure. I look to see that the guy that got in front of me and some of his friends that come running up and ran into the pantry taking stuff they're stealing. Now I'm next in line and I see them and one of the guys pushes me or bumps me really hard as they're rushing and taking stuff, rushing out and then running off, still in this building. So I watched them run down this hall past areas that almost look like stores in this building that were closed or gated. Now I chased them. I'm not sure why, but I chased them. I'm irritated and I don't like what they're doing. So I catch one or two of them, just as I pass this cart-like thing with stuff, maybe food on it. I'm not sure if it was food or not, but I know there's something hanging on the sides of it. It's basically like those carts that you see in the malls or little stores or whatever, and they're selling little trinkets on them or whatnot. Now, On the side is the little trinket things or whatever. They're hanging. That stuff hanging from them, whatever. Those little carts. So I catch up with one or two of the guys, with one or two of them in the entrance of one of the darkened stores with the gate half opened, and the guy or the guys and I are about to get into it. When the three guys that warned me to be careful came to my defense and scared the guys away. So I see the guys run through this gated area to leave. So basically, God is saying, hey, I'm watching over you, but you need to be careful because all the people aren't good. He's telling me to protect the baby and watch the baby. So I'm assuming that baby is my daughter or a baby that has to do with my daughter. But if she end up pregnant, that not with a mama like me, she don't want to. Okay, but God's telling me to be careful with the people because all of them aren't good. And he's letting me know that he's watching out for me, that he's looking out for me, keeping me safe. All of a sudden, I see a vision from the Lord. I see many guys and only guys, maybe about 4 of them. And I know that, I'm just going to say this guy goes to see or hang around these guys. Now, they are no good. God lets me know they're no good. But I see this guy I know with them. So God shows me he hangs around these 4 guys, and these guys are no good that he's hanging around with. All of a sudden, I'm out of the vision, and I'm outside of this building that I was in. And I know that this building that I was in was a church. I'm not sure why, but I know it was a church, or I feel it was a church. Now I'm standing on church grounds, out in the open, in the grass, directly in front of the church. Protected, holy ground, you know. So I see the guy and the police are away from me. Maybe they're away from me, in front of me, but down the sidewalk. Maybe 20, 30 feet away from me, maybe. Now they're not close to me. They're not close to me at all. I'm not sure why, but I feel at some point that the guy told the police something about me, or that I knew who he was, because at some point the police came to me and asked me something, and I told them that I didn't know him and I didn't know who he was. Now I'm watching the guy get handcuffed and they are walking him away. I'm not sure why it bothers my heart, and I want to find out which jail he's in, why he's in jail, and what did he do. I also feel bad for him. I feel bad for saying that I didn't know him. But God doesn't want me to be associated with him. And God's saying you don't know him. God lets me know that when I try to look for him, I won't be able to find him. It's almost like they won't have a record of him being there. I start to somewhat panic and turn to run. Suddenly, I'm standing near a car and I'm watching someone, or a few someones, trying to steal this car that is behind what looks like a garage. I see them get into the car and try to drive as they are now parked in the grass, and it may have even started in the garage. I'm not sure, but they're now parked in the grass. So as they slowly start to drive off, I run to the driver's side of the car window, and I'm trying to tell them, stop, get out of the car, stop, get out of my car. They continue to try to steal it. They continue to try to steal it and drive slowly off, still in the grass. I may have tried to reach in the window. In fact, I did. Now I'm trying to grab the keys out of the car while they're driving, and they try to get me out of the window. The next thing I know, the car door is open, and the person who is trying to steal the car is out of the car, and we are both standing in between the open car door and the car and I, between the open car door, between the car and I won't let this person leave. I'm not sure what happened, but the next thing I know, the person, this man, is running, getting away, and trying to get away. Like something was done to him, but I never seen anything that was done to him. Suddenly I'm in a car, my car, I'm in the driver's seat and someone is in my passenger seat, but I'm not sure who it is. I can't see them. Or maybe I did. I just don't know who it was. So I turn around and there are people in my back seat as well. There's this one guy that looks like he has a gray hoodie on, or a dirty hoodie or jacket on, and it may be even gray, a dirty hoodie on, or it could be a jacket, but it may not be gray at all. He has a hood over his head and his head is down as if it's bowed down. I'm not sure why, but I somewhat feel that he may be homeless. I look at him and he raises his head and he looks at me. I say to this man, are you the one that was protecting me? No, I say, are you the one that was helping me? And he says, yes, I'm the one that's been helping you. Or just, yes. I don't exactly remember, but I know he said yes. Then he holds out his arm or his hand and he says, this is for Legend. Now Legend's my son. I'm not sure what, but I'm not sure why, but I feel that this man may have a tattoo on his arm, his forearm, for my son Legend. And I feel it's sky blue in a circle or somewhat close to it. But the odd part is I never see what it is. I don't know where my daughter is. I never saw my son in anything that happened or anything that I saw. But this man that helped me and protected me has something that I feel could be a gift for my son. My son and my daughter and I are blessed. Yes. So basically, you guys, what I saw was God is saying protect the little girl, the baby, spirit, my daughter. Because she don't always do what she's supposed to do. And I'm trying to get on the right road, but God is saying protect her because she's not paying attention. She's not doing what she's supposed to do. Or she's going to end up pregnant, basically. And she don't want to with a mama like me. So I'm saying it now. The guy that I was talking about, God is saying, be careful with the people because not all of them are good, and that's true. And the guy he showed me, I know in my heart that this guy is not a good guy. And every time I see something regarding him and it's something to do with jail or whatever, God makes sure that I always say, I don't know him. And God's letting me know, you don't know him. And I know who he is and what he is. But God's saying, you don't know him. No. Now I'm getting it. I don't know him. God doesn't know him. It's always crazy when I do these videos and I really don't get what I'm seeing sometimes. And sometimes I'm kind of baffled about some of the stuff. I get most of it or some of it sometimes or most of it sometimes. But then those other parts where I read it and I get it and I be like, oh, well, that's what it meant. Well, yeah, God's saying I don't know him. At least that's what I'm thinking he's saying. I don't know him. Because God keeps saying that to me. And that's the second time I seen him being arrested. And that's the second time God's put those words in my mouth. I don't know him. I don't know him. That's the second time. So, that's crazy. And when God shows me that, when I tell you guys it's always important and that you can literally intervene in stuff that is to come, if it has not already come. You can intervene with prayers. You can intervene by stopping people from doing certain things that God showed you. And I try to intervene a lot. A lot. Because there's a lot of stuff that God shows me that I don't like and I don't agree with. And I try to give people the heads up in advance. But yeah, and the guys in the pantry, I'm not sure who these guys are. They steal. But God showed me the guy with these other 4 guys and saying, hey, he's hanging around people he shouldn't be hanging around with. He's going to jail if he continues. And he will go to jail. And I already told him that too. You're going to go to jail. God says, you shouldn't be hanging around these people. They're not good people. They're bad. But he think he know his friends or whatever. And that ain't a friend. Um, the guy still in the car, I'm not sure who that is regarding these people still in the car or whatever, but I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I'm gonna keep my eyes open. And it's crazy because I always see, you know how I tell you guys, I always see when God comes to me, it's in threes. When he really, really comes to me, it's in threes. And the three men that came up to me, the first one came ahead of time and said, hey, you need to be careful around these people. You know, all people are good people. And, you know, and then he stepped in to protect me and to help me. And then next thing I know, the thing with the car, and all of a sudden he's in a car with me. He's with me, you know, in my back seat, riding with me, riding with the Lord, y'all, riding with the Lord. And he's in my back seat, and I'm just like, hey, are you the one that's been protecting me? He's like, yeah, I am. And it's just so crazy because I woke up and I was just like, wow, God's been protecting me. Because even those times where I feel like I was like, okay, God, where I know you here. I know you see what's going on. I know you know what I'm going through. But I need you. And I got to the point where I stopped saying I need you and started saying, hey, thank you. Or just saying good night and I love you. You know, and that just asking for forgiveness or praying for other people. But to hear God say, to hear that he's been with me, to hear that he's been protecting me, and it's crazy that I'm on church grounds. I was on, I guess when things get real bad, I seem to get put there. But it's crazy, but it's a blessing that I was there. I'm gonna tell you that it was a blessing. But what he has for my son, I don't know what it is. But when he told me, he said this is for Legend, and then I happened to look down, but I couldn't see what it was. But it was like I knew what it was. But whatever it was like tattooed on his hand or on his wrist or whatever. But I couldn't see it. But I kept thinking whatever it was, I felt like it was circle and it was blue, like sky blue. And he said this is for Legend. So I got to keep my son on the right path so he can get his blessing. And I got to lead him close to God because he kind of straying. Him and my daughter, they straying. And they don't get it. But you guys stay blessed. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I know it's hard for me to see, for you guys to see me because I'm sitting in front of this window, in front of this light. But this is the only super bright place right now. So I love you guys. I love you. And I don't know what I'm going to call this. I guess a little bit of everything. Or I guess I'm protected or, you know. I love you guys. Bye.